Well, hello there, fabulous Robins. I wanted to jump on and do a live book reading from my brand new novel, Jaded, which is the first book in the Jaded duology. We had the launch party last night. It debuted yesterday, and I'm really excited to read a little bit from Jaded to you. So here we go. All right, this is told from two different perspectives, so we're going to read a little bit about Jade, who is about to potentially be murdered by her brand new husband. I have always been warned to stay away from Roan Diamond. He is the enemy. He is dangerous. But today, I will marry him, and it's not my choice. When I was 5 years old, my father challenged the commander. He tried to overthrow him and take power over the country, if you can call this a country. It's more like a large city, but the commander's father, being the power-hungry man that he was, wanted to call it a country. And so a country it is called. After the war, the real country split into sections, each adopting a name, rules, and borders. The problem was that Aloysius Diamond was less of a leader and more of a dictator. His son Robert adopted his policies, and today we find ourselves in a precarious state of survival. My father, a politician and leader, tried to overthrow the commander to help set up a democracy, something none of our broken pieces of the country has seen in a long time. My father failed. But there would be far too much of an uproar if the commander had killed my father, even if it seemed like an accident. No, my father's life was safe. Mine, however, was fair game. So now I stand before a mirror, my long dress swishing around my feet, waiting to be summoned. Brides wear white. I use tea to stain mine an off-white color. I refuse to be the bride they say I should be. We all have to get married at some point, and usually we aren't given much a choice as to whom it is we marry. I have no choice. Roan Diamond will be coming for me any moment. I answer the knock at the door to find not Roan, but my father. This may be the last time I see him. His face is washed with concern, and he's fighting back tears. Jade, he says, enveloping me in his arms, I'm so sorry, my baby girl. His voice is muffled against my swept-up hair. I'll be all right, Daddy, I tried to soothe him, hugging him tighter. Remember what we talked about. I'm sure we're being monitored, so we can't speak freely. I've been preparing for this moment since the minute it was decided over 10 years ago. I know that the commander is going to try to hurt me. I know his son will be a part of it. I know my death will probably look accidental, and I know it is my job to survive. My father cannot help me once I walk through those doors. I am prepared for the monster I am about to marry, for the prison I am about to live in, and for the killer who will be known as my father-in-law. I will not go down without fighting. My father slips away, and I want to cling to him as if I'm 5 again. If only he hadn't been so motivated to protect everyone else, he could have protected me. A knock sounds almost immediately, and I rush back, thinking it must be my father returning. Instead, I look into the green eyes of the man who is stealing my life. My breath catches in my throat, and I force myself to hold his gaze for a moment. You look very nice, Jade, Ronan praises me. Thank you, I say, casting my eyes down to prevent him from seeing my true feelings. I cannot bear to look at him. He offers me his hand and turns slightly to lead me away. I hesitate and can't keep the look of disgust off my face. I know he notices it, but he doesn't flinch. I reach out and take his open hand, and he leads me toward my sentencing. I am the most lovely, convicted woman on death row ever. The ceremony is simple, led by the commander. Ordinarily, this would be an honor to have our country's leader officiate a wedding. A few times a year, he does just that, surprising a few happy couples. Personally, I'd rather be locked in a cage with a rabid dog. It's a funny comparison because at the moment, the commander actually looks a bit like a rabid dog. Flecks of foam spit from his mouth as he speaks. I can feel the pent-up rage threaten to bite and latch onto me. But there's also something there that a rabid animal does not have, and that is the overwhelming sense of victory. He knows in this moment that he has won. My father shows no emotion, nor do I. He may have won, but we will not lend ourselves to his victory. He shall have no satisfaction over our reactions, and in that moment, I know what I must do. I'm changing the plan on him. Oh no, I skipped a line. I glance to my father, and he trains his eyes on me. I'm changing the plan on him. I have to make him understand. I smile, a forced smile at first, but I let it morph into the smile he has known my entire life. He squints a touch before straightening his face. When I turn back to Roan, I lean in. My hands are in his, and I let my excited energy flow through them to his hands. I catch his eye and let mine sparkle. Today is my wedding day, and I love this man. And I will make him believe it. he will know that I'm in love with him, for that is how I will survive. And that is a little sample from Jaded, which is my brand new series. This is the first in the Jaded duology. I cannot wait for you to read it. You can find out more information by going to jadedinfo.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. And if you are interested, there is a interactive game that is built through Facebook Messenger where you can do a choose your own adventure interactive game where one of the secondary characters in the story actually sends you on missions to try to save Jade. So we know Jade is in danger. Her new husband is out to murder her as part of his father's revenge plan. And her boss, Mr. Arrow, is actively working behind the scenes to try to save Jade, even though there's a pretty good chance Jade isn't going to make it. And so you have the opportunity to work for Mr. Arrow and go on missions over the course of about 3 days, and then you will be able to see how your actions affect the book, because everything you do, every choice you make, no matter which path you take, all affects what is happening within the book. So you can access that by going to savejadegame.k.m.robinsonbooks.com and check that out. I would love for you to get involved. My fans have been raving about it, so I know it's a lot of fun. It's really interesting, and it goes directly to your Facebook Messenger, so you never miss a mission. I hope you check it out. And again, you can find out more information about Jaded by going to jadedinfo.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. I'm K.m. Robinson, author of the Jaded duology and the Golden Trilogy, and you can hang out with me on my website, www.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, and of course you can find me on social media at k.m.robinsonbooks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. We've been doing all sorts of fun behind-the-scenes things for the release of Jaded. We've got some really cool things coming up, including a cover reveal for the prequel novella to my other series, Golden, which is all about how Goldilocks was trained to be sent on a mission to destroy the bear family. That is coming up in just a couple of days. I'm really excited about it. If you want to sign up for that and help out and see the cover before anybody else, you can go to forgedcoverreveal.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. That is the name of the prequel novella. It's called Forged. I'm really excited about it. It comes out this August, so I hope you will check it out. Thanks so much for joining me. You guys have a fantastic day and stay inspired.